Welcome back to another episode of Cappuccino Chat. This time we're talking about the cybersecurity questionnaire we all keep getting asked to fill out. All right, so this time we're talking about that cybersecurity questionnaire that we all get when it comes time for renewal or when we're trying to get a new insurance policy for the first time. Some of the things to be on the lookout for are: one, unfortunately, no two questionnaires are the same. I've been doing this now for a while and helping various clients in different industries, and I've never yet run into the same questionnaire twice. I've seen them as short as a single page and as long as 14 pages long. So every one of them is a little bit different. Couple of things to keep in mind. One, every time you answer in the negative, normally no, but sometimes could be yes, it is going to increase your premium. So for instance, if they ask you, do you have a enterprise grade firewall? Yes or no. If you answer no, your premium would more than likely go up a little. How much? I have no idea. That's for the industry to tell you. But keep in mind that the things that the cybersecurity questionnaire is talking to you about are most likely things that I've been talking to you about and or your IT person has been talking to you about, adding and making you more secure. The reason the security companies are asking, the insurance companies are asking now for the cybersecurity questionnaire is they don't want to pay you back the money you've been paying in, right? So the insurance company wants the income, but they never want the expense of paying out on the policy. So they're telling you the things that the security industry is seeing that you need to implement to keep yourself safe so that you don't have a breach and they don't have to pay out. So it is one of those things that is kind of giving you that information of, hey, IT guy's been talking to me about this, Matt's been talking to me about this. We need to really consider adding this to our system because it is important and it is a way for these breaches to happen, which could end up really costing the business, not only financially and clients, but in some instances, businesses were not able to recover from this and have closed permanently. So it's one of those things we want to make sure we don't do. So pay attention to those cybersecurity questionnaires. Those questions are things that if your IT guy is not talking to you about them, you need to raise that question. We, of course, are here to help you in filling that out. And we do that for all of our clients. Another thing to keep in mind when filling that out is there's no gray area with those questions. So it is all yes or all no. It is not a, yeah, somewhat people, so I'm going to check the checkbox. The biggest one I see there is on two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication. And these questions come in various forms. Sometimes they just ask, are you using it? Well, depends on what they mean by where are you using it, right? So you may have to go back to them and ask them more specific questions. More often than not, I'm seeing, are you using two-factor authentication on your email? So this is going to be like your Office 365. It is built into Office 365, but it's not enabled by default, and it has to be set up for every user on the system. So every user that uses it has to have two-factor authentication configured into it. If they can log in, they need to have it. So when the question comes up is, are you using it? Just because maybe your account and maybe the owner's account or this person's account has it enabled, but not the entire organization. If that is the case and the entire organization does not have it enabled and is using it, the answer is no. Do not check the checkbox of yes if it is just some of the organization doing whatever it is they're asking for. In this case, the two-factor authentication for email. The reason for this is if something were to happen, they're not going to instantly write you a check and say, oh, yep, you had a policy with us, you had a breach, here's a check for some money. Sorry that happened to you. No, they're going to launch an investigation. They're going to want to dig into things. They're going to want to work with you, us, or whoever your IT firm is, and really get that done. Okay, so they are going to want to make sure that everything that you told them you were doing. And as soon as they find an area in which you were not 100% truthful or is not the actual case, they will basically deny your claim and you will have nothing. So it's going to be better for you to answer no on everything if that's the case, if that's 100% truthful, than it is to mark yes that, oh, I've been talking to, Matt about this. We're going to get around to it. So I'm going to say yes. Don't do that, because if something were to happen, you're paying them and you're not going to get any value out of it, if hopefully never, but if you end up needing it, right? It's one of those insurance policies that we have that we hope we never need. So be 100% accurate with those questions. There's no gray area. It's 100% yes or 100% no. If it's not one of those two things, then it's the other, right? So do you have multi-factor authentication enabled on your email? Oh, all my employees do have it enabled. That's a yes. Oh, all but 10 have it enabled. Okay, well then that's a no. Okay, so keep those things in mind. We want to make sure that you do have a cyber insurance policy. It is good protection to have, again, for those financial things that come up after a breach, helping to pay for the recovery, any kind of things that may go on with your clients that you need to pay for, the bad PR, all those different things. We're going to want to make sure you have that insurance policy to back you up. And it does take some time to get that money. If you have any questions concerning cyber insurance, do I need it? How much do I need? Those kinds of things. I'd be more than happy to have conversations with you. If you are a client of ours, more than happy to help you fill out that questionnaire. Most of you reach out to me and we do go through that. And as always, if you have any questions, please reach out. 760-770-5200.